Welcome back, dear viewer, to another episode where I tell you some facts about GTA 5 that I have learned in the 5,800 hours that I have been speedrunning the game. You might think that I'll eventually stop mentioning how many hours that I have been playing this game, but if you think that, you're wrong. Interestingly, it is possible to launch yourself up ladders, although I have found no consistent pattern in which ladders work and which do not. To achieve this effect, first get on the very bottom of a ladder. Next you want to press up, and as you begin to move, shift so that you're holding down and slide. To release yourself from this effect, press the button that would correspond with getting out of a vehicle. The best use I've found for this glitch is on ending B, where you kill Michael. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. When you're that eager to kill your mentor that you climb a ladder at over 200 kilometers per hour. This bug may not exist on the latest patch, but once upon a time in Bureau Raid, in the second phase of the shootout, Michael would weirdly bug out for some reason.
Here they come, pop these motherfuckers! Ride this out!
It's a shame that I can only record this in 60 FPS, because when I'm looking at it when I'm playing the game, he flickers a lot faster than this.
Guys, you there?
Yeah, go ahead.
The helicrash caused extensive damage. The explosion went through a couple of floors. Sprinklers brought the fire under control, but be extremely careful.
Alright, got it.
On the mission complications, there are two different waypoints that you can go to start the confrontation with Simeon.
Look, man, it's just between him and your fucking son.
This is what is meant to happen when you hit this waypoint.
We'll work this out.
That the place?
Yeah, this the place. Come on, kid.
Oddly though, if you hit this very same waypoint with a decent amount of speed, instead of leaving you in the same spot, it'll warp you across the road.
That the place?
Yeah, this the place, man. Come on, kid.
There are two fistfights in the main missions, one with Simeon and one with Rocco. Once you load into the fight, if you lock on and kick, this kick will consistently knock over your opponent, allowing you to repeatedly kick them on the ground until you win.
Simeon, you think you could take me for a ride? You recognize?
Unfortunately, the fastest way of winning these fights is not as consistent. This strategy involves angling your camera towards Simeon, holding sprint and forward while repeatedly doing light punch. Unfortunately, every time Michael pushes Simeon, I lose time. When swimming on the surface, first person is considerably faster than third person. Swimming underwater, however, third person is ever so slightly faster than first person. Whether or not it's faster overall to swim underwater in third person or swim on the surface in first person would depend on your level of lung capacity. As obviously when you swim underwater you have to consistently go up for air and go back down again, which loses you speed. When you travel directly to a mission with a taxi, usually that taxi will either drive away the moment you activate the mission, or it will simply be despawned by the game.
You need my help.
However, using a purple line instead of taxiing directly to the mission can enable you to either completely bypass this despawning zone, or make it so that even if the taxi drives off, you can still catch it when you leave the mission.
You need my help. So, where do you want to go?
Davey, that's why we're such great friends, huh? We're old school. We like old-fashioned things. Newspapers, celluloid. Good guys, bad guys.
When Michael is leaving the first scene on the wrap-up, the game will force him to switch weapons to an assault rifle.
Where, Davey, until some more of these guys kill each other.
However, if Michael isn't holding a weapon, the game is unable to change his weapon to an assault rifle, so it just mission fails you.
Each other.
Drop something between you and the EO!
If you have a somewhat damaged car, you can switch to another character to immediately repair it. However, if your car is extraordinarily damaged, often when you switch back it'll completely disappear. In some rare instances, your character will even be warped to the hospital.
Start, for fuck's sake!
A small but useful feature is that you can use the point of interest marker to remove obscured parts of the map. This is especially useful when looking for collectibles. For the Blitz play setup, while the game gives you specific markers for where to find a garbage truck and a tow truck, you don't actually need to get them from these locations. You can get them from anywhere on the map. In some rare cases, you can find them both together and drop them both off at the same time.
Oh, I am so sorry. Get the fuck out of here! Wow!
Interestingly, a good tactic to use if you happen to get the cops on you when getting the garbage truck is to simply get out of the garbage truck and kill yourself.
Well, ow, me!
You will respawn exactly where you died, and as long as you didn't blow up the garbage truck, it will respawn in the same location that you originally stole it. If you try to do this with a tow truck, it'll simply respawn you in the intended location that you're meant to get a tow truck. Skipping dialogue that prevents the ending of missions is a must for speedrunning, and my favorite skip is on Repossession.
Man, I can't hang with your ass for a while, bro. You a psychopath. You done finally fucking lost it. You a psychopath. You done finally fucking lost it.
Honestly, the ending of this mission is just strangely programmed in general. A little bit more.
Psychopath. You done
What was that? If you make a save file while you have the cops on you, when you load that save file, you'll still have the cops on you. However, this doesn't apply to autosaves. This means that whenever you rob an armored van, rob a store, or just do a stunt jump while having the cops on you, when you see that swirl at the bottom right hand corner, you can load the autosave that has just been created to lose the cops.
This motherfucker clean.
Should not judge. We are born of sin, and we die in sin. And in this
While not possible on the current patch, on older patches it was possible to bring up your phone when the GTA 5 logo appeared after the prologue cutscenes.
that you will show mercy to our friend.
This resulted in the screen going black prematurely, and it usually was coupled with the game failing to load the next scene. And that's it for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you're doing well.